I've had a few people ask me how to use power maps with the Yammer Power BI model that I blogged about. And so I wanted to show you how to do that. First of all, because Power Maps is a geographic-based reporting tool, you really need good location-based information for your users that you get out of your Yammer extract. Now, that's not always the case. I've found that many organizations don't have that detail on their users. I might at some point create a video to show you how you could pull in data from maybe another source like an HR system to get that location-based information. But this video is really going to assume that you have that. So all that location information is in place. So Power Maps is going to be an add-in that Office 365 customers, they should get it as an update to Office. It was part of Office SP1 for 2013. But it's also out there in a preview form that you can go grab and install into Excel 2013. So you'll find it on the Insert tab. So here I am within Excel. If I go to the Insert tab, you can see that I have an option to create a Power Map. And Power Maps is kind of like a geographic reporting tool that's very similar to PowerPoint. So in PowerPoint, you create various slides. In Power Maps, you're going to create tours. So if I come here and say I want to launch Power Maps, what I'm going to end up doing is creating a set of tours. And I'll show you how easy it is to create a tour in this video. So here we'll launch Power Maps, and let me just bring it over to the correct window. The first step, it basically walks you through like a multi-step process. And the first step is to identify the location. What's giving us the geographic component of our report, and that's going to be on your users. So if you go down under users, you should have location. Now again, if you're pulling in data from other sources, maybe you have something even more detailed, like an exact address for the office that they work out of. So you can see this, as soon as I select location, I see a number of dots that are showing up on the screen. Those are our different locations. So then I click next. The next thing it's going to say is, what do you want to report on? So here I could go select any of the different metrics that I have, and I have a bunch of different metrics. I might want to do something like, let's go with sentiment score. And so you can see now it's showing me sentiment score. Now we can view this in a number of different ways. So by default it's going to be a column. I could change it to a bubble. One of my favorites is the heat map. I think it shows a really cool type of view. So I'm going to do the heat map. And then you notice that it has a time down here. And what this is if we want to actually animate this over time, I can simply select one of our date fields here. So I could go with month. I could actually go with an actual date here, and that'll actually make this playable. So now I actually have a layer, and that's what this is. It's a layer on my map that's completely animated. Now before I kind of animate this, I can mess with the heat map and kind of make it a little bit more visible and adjust the scale. But now what you'll see is as I play this, we get a nice cool view of what this looks like over time, our sentiment. And you can see I can move this map around. It has a really nice 3D effect to it. I can continue to add additional layers. So if I go over to the layers area, I can add an additional layer, and it's going to be the same walkthrough process. Step 1, specify my location. So I'll come over here and find my user location. Go next. Step 2, again, is going to select the measure that I want to look at. So I could go with maybe message count. And then if I want to, again, animate this over time, I would select my play access for this. So now, let me kind of zoom in kind of the Texas area. Let's go ahead and play this. What we'll see is, we'll see kind of bursts of our message count and our sentiment changing over time. So there's a big burst that just occurred there. So that shows you how easy it is for me to create these. I can create additional scenes. So if you look under the tour area, I can create more scenes to my tour, and I can even generate a video out of this as I'm animating around the map. So Power Maps are really, really easy to use. Really the key here is that we need good location-based information for our users.